Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here. When I reviewed the original NewQ clip-on dock for the Steam Deck, I kind of thought I was going to be reviewing a joke, but aside from a few shortcomings, this little dock is actually kind of cool. But now we have the NewQ Pro. Does it fix all the shortcomings of the original? Is this my new go-to dock? Let's find out together. Stick around. All right, so here we have the NewQ dock 5-in-1 Steam Deck trans flash card or MicroSD card, HDMI 2.0. We got everything in the box. This, well, not much of a box here, but it's good enough. It's better than the last one, I do believe. Let's go ahead and cut this guy open and see what's in the box. All right, we're going to slide this thing out. It's packaged nicely. All right, we'll just take this little flap open, and here we go, a little manual. It's somehow folded already. The dock itself right here, to play a little game of operation to get this thing out. Okay, so let's take a look at the standard, probably substandard manual here first. And yeah, pretty much the same old stuff that you would expect to see. Probably nothing of great interest. Okay, FCC radiation exposure, whatever. Okay, so here we have the dock, and let's take a look. Let's start off here with the kickstand. We'll stand it up here. Same kickstand as before. We have USB 3.0, HDMI 2, and of course USB-C in, and the cable to hook it up. But new to this one is a microSD card slot. Yes, that's way cool. I could actually put Windows in there. Okay, here's the old NewQ versus the new NewQ, or the NewQ Pro. You can see it's pretty close, but we've got some upgrades here. And of course, there is no microSD card slot on the old original NewQ. So this is great. To me, this really fixes a lot of stuff that I found that was kind of wrong with the last one, mostly those USB 3. And having a microSD that I can easily cart around, this is a good deal. All right, let's go ahead and clip it on the Steam Deck here. I apologize for the dust. I've been cleaning and reworking my shooting area, so things are still a little dusty. It clips on just like the original one does. Very clean, very tight, doesn't feel like it's gonna fall off. I really like it. We'll pop open the kickstand, which is exactly the same as before, and you can see I can knock it around, try to knock it down. The kickstand does a pretty darn good job of holding it up. I'm impressed. I was really impressed with the last one. I mean, who'd have thunk it, right? That this little guy. But now we have a microSD card slot. Let me see if I can figure out how this goes in. Every one of these is just a little bit different. Is it upside down? Is it right side up? Backwards, slantways, sideways? As it turns out, it's actually card up, and it does not go all the way in. This is a bit of a disappointment to me. So once I do finally figure it out, because I'm afraid of breaking something, you know how these slots can be sensitive. It does go in, but that's as far as it goes in, so it sticks out a little bit. I don't love that. Anything that sticks out is subject to being caught on a blanket or a pillowcase or something of that nature. I'm not a big fan. But if it works, this could definitely make life easier. Having this thing on the back means you have an extra charging port that you don't have to wear out the original one, and you can use that microSD card slot without having to take your original one out, even if you don't carry a microSD here all the time. So let's go ahead and boot it up. It does recognize it. Notice there's no power plugged in. You don't have to have power to make use of the microSD card slot. That's awesome. So we're gonna boot up this Batocera image and make sure that it works fine. I mean, think of it this way. This little dock you can clip on, never take it off. It doesn't weigh very much. You don't wear out your USB-C port. You don't have to eject and reinsert microSD cards. It literally is the ultimate travel companion, and you get the kickstand. Way excited. There you go. It's looking like it's working fine. That is absolutely fantastic. But it's time to put it into the Steam Deck hole on my desk, my new Steam Deck location, right here with Geralt and The Witcher. So we're gonna go ahead and plug my little harness cables in here that I do for all my dock videos. Well, I do them from now going forward. We'll plug in mouse, keyboard, and the MicroSD and the HDMI, and we'll set it up on the kickstand. Let's power it up and make sure that it works fine with the external monitor. Move the camera a little bit here. Again, I apologize for the dust. Listen, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the dust capital of the world. And again, I have been cleaning. Okay, look here. It's let's turn that light off. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, me. So we have it working external. The mouse is working fine. We'll test the keyboard out here too. Listen, USB kind of either works or it doesn't work. And in this case, I think it works fine. We'll do a little typing in here and we'll make sure it comes up and life is good. I was able to type in Agent Intercept and bring up the game. Great. All right, so now, of course, we have to plug it into the 4K monitor. We're gonna plug it into the 4K monitor here. You can see it's plugged in. And here is my 4K monitor. And you can see I'm moving the cursor around. Everything looks fine. And all we need to do now is bring up the info overlay and make sure that it is indeed outputting correctly. And it is 2160, 60 hertz. Fantastic. It looks like we have a winner. Well, that's it. What do you think? All of the shortcomings that I found with the original NewQ dock seem to have been addressed. USB 3.0s, we got a microSD card, the same great, easy ergonomic design. I might call this a winner for under 40 bucks. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks always so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that little bell. And as always, we'll see you next time and take care.